la 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 la.
Hello and welcome to Jebus Adventures, and this is Attack of the B-Team. Today we are going to be doing some recapping on what has changed between episodes because I've got a bit carried away. I've ended up doing quite a lot of things between episodes. Yeah, this is going to be a recap episode because I actually have done quite a lot. We'll start off right from the very back here. Not an awful lot has changed here, other than the fact that I have now added the third, whatever that thing up there is called, no, the thing that pulls on the items. So now these are all running on charcoal. And I have a lot of charcoal, which we will cover again very, very shortly. But these are now working very well, and it's powering the stone cell completely to the max, and it's powering some other things as well. You may also notice that I've got green hearts, and that is because they are now, I think, level 4. I think that's the 4th row of hearts, so I've got 39 hearts, which is quite a lot. You can also see that I've got speed 2, jump boost 2, and resistance 2. I have been doing this like crazy. It takes a very long time, but I've been going quite far with it. So I take out the cell. This is an iron golem cell. Again, we'll get to that in a bit. Pop them into there, take out what it brings out encrypted, which is usually a helix. Pop that into there, and it will bring out a decrypted one, which in this case is basic. Pop that into here, which will then split it, and you can choose it to be basic. It'll split that across, bring out a thing that you pop into there, which you can then assign as a breeding cell kind of thing. Then you can add it to centrifuge blood, using the DNA combiner, and then you can jump it in yourself and get whatever it is you've just created from DNA wise. So this will be basic, so there'll be nothing different with that. But you will get some cool things like these ones got resistance and infinity and teleporter. Infinity and teleporter I have already done. So as you know from last time, I can throw ender pearls infinitely and just teleport all around the place. It's really cool and just bounce around everywhere. Pretty sweet. I can also fire fireballs, which do damage, don't hit anything. Oh damn it! What did I hit then? Oh god, I'm going to repair that. I think I just set fire to everything. Oh my god, what an idiot! I could have taken out some God damn, that's a lot of fire. Some walruses then, but I think they're okay. The walruses? They're not walruses. They're mammoths. That's what I wanted. And walruses. God, that'd be a bit weird. I've run out of dirt now. It does destroy blocks. It's quite devastating. I don't use it very much, gotta be honest. But it's there if I want it. The teleporter thing is very handy. I also have, I see the extra hearts that came from the iron golem. I have the jump boost, which I can't remember where that came from, but I can now jump double high. So with the jump boost 2 and my armor that does quadruple jump, I can actually get really, really high just jumping. So that's quite cool. That's really handy. Combined with the lightsaber that I can pull, so I can just cover massive distances using jumping and flying and things. It's really, really handy. Getting a fair bit of lag at them. I'm not sure why. The frame rate issues are getting quite awful, so I don't know what's going on my PC today. But it's okay, it's working. What else was there? Speed, I forget where that came from. I can't remember where I got speed from, but maybe a skeleton or something like that, perhaps? I'm not sure. I also have a creeper thing. So I got it from an ocelot in the jungle. When creepers come near me, they actually run away and don't explode. Here's a good test. If I just go over here to this creeper guy right here, he'll like, oh, hey, do you want to blow up? And he'll come towards me, and then he'll actually run away. Look at this. He's not blowing up. So creepers are now no longer a threat at all. They do not attack me at all. So I can just take them out in one hit. Fantastic. So that means creepers are now just nothing at all. So that is really, really helpful. I'm not going to make this, am I? Oh, I will. Yeah, it's great. You can get fly if you kill a bat and then get his, well, say kill, if I scrape a bat, weird, and gather his little cell things here, the skin flakes. Where have I got skin flakes? Have I got them over here? No, I've got skin flakes somewhere anyway. You can then use them to get the flying thing, but I don't want to get fly. Because if I have fly, I won't be able to bounce as well or jump around a bit. And sometimes you just don't want to fly, do you? So having the morph mod for different flying things is probably better. Has he got out again? He was in his cage last time I looked. What the hell? Stupid dragon. So annoying. So yeah, I've got that ability, but I'm not going to go for the flying one. I've got quite a lot of cool stuff now then. I can take loads of damage. I can basically fly all the time. I'm a ninja. It's really good. It's really, really good. It took a long time, but it has been worth it. And you can see it's updated. Finally, I've now got Bibliocraft, so I can add shelves, so I can add some cool storage areas at some point, but I'll not do that just yet, but I will do that soon, I'm sure. And I have finally worked out how to use fluid ducts. Thank you for your help. They do need to be powered with redstone current. So right now you can see that this tank has red crap in it. And in here it's got none. If I pull this lever, it will start filling up. I can turn it off again so I don't lose it all. It'll fill up the pipe, and then the pipe will get put into there and fill this tank thing over here up with it instead. So these now work great. So I have used these on the refinery thing over there, which I'll show you just now. But the big difference is I've added a ceiling, because I've now added 2 floors. How cool is that? I went through the micro blocks. These aren't single blocks. These are just covers. They're tiny, tiny little things. If I go to the very, very end, you can see I've added a sort of a staircase here. You can see it's very tiny. And it's worked out really well. I didn't know, I've never used these before. These micro blocks are so good. But look how cool this looks now with the slopes. These are carpenter's blocks that I added the basalt bricks into and slipped them up. It looks badass, doesn't it? You got to be honest. That looks so cool. I also added some glass to the front of it so you can see inside of it better. This is a massive tank of lava, which I'll go into just a second. And I've made it much, much taller, so I can now fit over 2 stacks worth of ore into there, which will then, of course, give me 4 stacks worth of ingots of the ore in return. So it's super, super efficient now, but it uses lava so fast. But because it now uses lava so fast, I had to upgrade the tank. I added this guy right here for all of this lava. And behind it, if I can get rid of this, I can. There is... Oh, God, what was that? Have I got it back? Damn it, where'd that block go? It's really fallen into one of these infinite hopper things. Oh, no, there it is. I got it. The basalt slab. There we go. Frame rate is awful right now. But yes, I've added a fluid duct here with a torch next to it. So this will now constantly pull out lava. Where can I put this? There. Yes, cover it up. Pull out lava from here. Take it all the way down. And can I go down, please? Thank you. And place it into the tank here. So that is now an extension tank and the tube area all the way down here to keep it full with lots of lava. I've also added this very cool button right here. I've run, if I can actually show you, if I can get under here maybe. Can I get under there? I can. Not very well. Let's go to bat mode so I can get a bit smaller and see a better angle on the things. Behind these hoppers, can I go a bit lower maybe? There, so you can see, I've added a fluid duct to underneath or behind these basins and powered it with a redstone alloy wire type thing there. If I place this back there, that should do it. There we go. So that now when I hit this button, it'll actually pull out the liquids from inside the basins and pop it back into the tank. So if I now, what have I got in there? I've got next to nothing. Let's go smelt something up. I'm something about this is stupid angles. Let's grab 61 copper ore. So if I now place all of that into there, it'll start smelting up pretty damn quick actually. It should get a lot done. Although, yeah, it's going up, that's fine. So it's still the same speed it was, but it'll do a lot more at a time. So I've got 61 in there, but I've still got all this space here for more ingots and more irons and things. It's very cool, very cool. Also, I should make this chest now. That's where all the charcoal is. I got a lot of charcoal, which I will go into again very shortly. This is the recap episode. We're going through everything that has changed so I can get you all up to speed before we do actually make any more progress. Kill this guy. Skadoosh! Oh, it's one shot kills, and with fortune I get all this loot all the time. It's so good. Is this nearly done now? There it goes. So it should be finished any second now. There they go. Fantastic. So 122 ingots of copper. So I now hit these buttons up here. It'll pour out hopefully all of them. So there's 3 there, and then 3 more up here, which are all pouring out beautifully. And as soon as they're full, they will dry and get pulled out like that. So I can now pour some more. How much got left now? We've got 68. This may actually work out quite well, but at some point... Oh, that's the wrong one. I mean to press that. I'll press this one over here instead. The one at the top will also do the same thing. So yeah, the problem it has is it pours out 9 ingots in each of these every single time. So normally I'd now start doing one at a time to make sure that I didn't accidentally half fill one. But now I've got 14 ingots in there. That is not enough for even 2 of these basins. But if I do them all anyway, it'll pour out as much as it can, and then it'll leave like a little bit in all of them. So these 3 here have got some crap left in them. These 3 here have got some crap left in them. That's not what I want. Those are now all wasted. I'd have to break that and ruin it, and it'll be completely all gone. But I hope this works now. I probably won't. But pushing this button should, and it hasn't. God damn it! Please work. What have I done? I've broken it. This is very anticlimactic. Well, back up here. Anyway, the downstairs one must be unwired. I have had issues with wiring many times, so I've probably broken it at some point in the past. But it should drain out all the liquid from here, and it has done up here. You can see that these ones are now completely empty. So the top half is working, the bottom half isn't. So I'll look at that again in the future, I guess. But it's a way of getting the liquid out of here instead. And that's pretty damn good. I'm pleased with that. I don't know why it hasn't worked at the bottom. I will have to look at that again because the number of times... Because these are all micro blocks around here now, so I've got little panels and covers and things all covering up different bits of wire. So I want to break this, not to look inside it, but chances are the wire is running along the inside of it, so if I break it, it'll break the wire. There's the issues that I have. So it's... is that going to dry? It isn't. Is it empty? Or is it got anything left? Or is it completely dry now? It's empty. So that's not gonna work at all now. That's a bit of a shame. But never mind. We can get back to that at some point in the future anyway, no worries. But that is the new furnace thing in a nutshell. I'll have another look at the wiring in the back there because it's a bit of a hassle to do on camera, but it is working pretty well. You can see how much lava's gone down now. It uses a lot of lava, it really does. But there we go. In here it hasn't changed much. I have got, I think, a copper one now, a copper ore berry. I can't remember where I got that from. I think I found it in a mine, and I've left this open a little bit because I quite like seeing the the charcoal going past. But you may be wondering where I got all that charcoal from, and that is because I have made some more tools. So I've got this guy is Silky McSilk. It's a pickaxe, just a normal steel pickaxe thing. It's reinforced 2 pickaxe that I've covered in moss and silkiness, so it should repair itself, and it's silk touch basically. So if I mine cobblestone or whatever, it'll just give me the actual stone back. I've got Get to the Chopper, which is a lumber axe. To chop down wood, it will chop down loads of wood. It's like basically like tree capitator was in the other mod packs and tech it and things like that. I'll demonstrate it now. If I chop down all these spruce trees over here, can I get over there? Oh god, I'm going to ruin this now. It's not going very fast for some reason, not sure why. But anyway, chop on the bottom one, and the whole thing just crumbles to the ground. Beautiful. And because it's got auto repair on it, it means I do one tree, wait a little bit, and it'll be back to normal again in no time at all. So I was using this to gather wood to then cook and turn into charcoal to power my machines over here. But after doing that, I realized I could cut out the middleman and make this guy I have called Charmander. Charmander has auto smelt on it, so that when I chop down wood or even anything else, if this was a hammer, I could chop down stone and it would cook it into regular stone, or I could chop down ores and turn it into ingots. So I don't want to do that because I can double them in the refinery. But if I chop down wood, it will chop down the entire thing, and it will give me... That was the wrong one. I need to use Charmander. My mistake. Let's try another one. Chop down the wood. It should give me... There we go. It cooked it all into charcoal. How good is that? And I've also put luck on it, so it actually has fortune 2. So it'll actually get more charcoal than wood than it drops. So look at all that charcoal there. I've got 20 on me now. After one tree, I've got 44. I've got 24 charcoal out of a single tree, and it took like what? 2 seconds to chop it away. It's really, really efficient. So I can just pop to a forest, grab all the charcoal that I need, and it's just great news. Great news indeed. Did I make another one? I thought I made one more other thing. Oh, I did! Because this was such a success, I got so much stuff out of it, I decided to make something else as well. I made the scooper, basically the shovel that I have. I added auto smelt to that as well, so that now when I go digging in the sand, I can get a lot of glass out of it. So glass is really handy. You can see I've got quite a lot now. Where did I put it? I think maybe I put it in here. Did I? No, I've got loads of glass somewhere. Maybe I'll put it in this chest over here instead, actually. Inside this guy? Yes, I did. Loads of glass. It's so fast to get glass. It's incredible. Really, really handy. Also, I mentioned about the pneumatic servos, trying to use them on the tubes. The fluid ducts doesn't seem to be much use, but you can insert them. I was wrong thinking that you couldn't when I said that some guy mentioned it, and he was an idiot. He's not an idiot. He knows what he's talking about. But they go into the... item versions of fluid ducts, so the item ducts, I guess they're called. They're like the pipes from Buildcraft, but they're much smarter. And adding the pneumatic servos to them is a way of sort of filtering things. So it's like adding a diamond pipe to them, but much cheaper and much more effective. So when I start looking into using those tubes, I will come back for those servos because they're going to be very handy. Now, there is still something else that's changed. You can see instantly this guy right here. It's a conveyor belt leading from this magical room over here. Look at this glorious room. It's so cool. This is where I'm growing all my berries. You may have noticed that these guys aren't at the front anymore. That's because they've all moved into here. I have planted 2 harvesters right here and one at the far end as well. You can see some berries going past. Another one right here. These are all powered by the electric ducts, whatever they're called. The power ducts, I forget what they're called now. The things that I've used over there. The power runs along the floor underneath them to here. These guys will periodically check if there's anything in a certain row and harvest them and spit it out the back. So you can see all these berries going past now on the conveyor belt. Looks so cool. I'm very pleased with that. They're a bit slow. I don't know why they're so slow. Maybe they got nerfed after Tech at Light. I'm not sure. They're definitely slower than I'm used to, at least. They do seem to do it in lines. So I'll check the first line and I'll pop out different ones each time. Then I'll move on to the next line. I've got the upgrades and I've got a diamond one in there. And I think I've got an emerald one on the far end. And they work well. They are slow, which is a bit strange, but it's definitely fast enough. It's certainly faster than leaving them there myself, because normally I'd leave them sitting here all grown, and I wouldn't come collect them, and they'd be a waste. Oops, I can get that now, though. So I'd end up missing out on berries, because whilst there's something here, it's not growing some more. So this guy will hopefully keep that going a bit smooth. This one's gone now. There we go. Just mind that one instead. So the next one I should be over there, I think, if I can get to it. I'm not sure if it will. I don't quite understand it myself. It's still very theoretical for me. I don't quite get a lot of it, but it definitely works, just a bit slowly. But the belts, they actually do run along here, underneath here, as I've left a little window here so I can see where it's going, and it will end up on the bottom floor into this. Ooh, can I get to it? There we go. This mess of chests over here. It's not Golem, don't worry about it. He's the guy I scraped, but he's still alive and he's pretty damn cool. Good stuff. Yes, the mess of chests right here. All these chests. These chests now are a way of sort of filtering out what comes out of this hole, which is where the berries and whatever do drop eventually. They drop into these item routers, and so they'll go into this top hole, and then each different color, that's an email, ignore that, will have different sections for different filters. So out of the bottom one has these 4, and then the sides it has these 3. So you look at these chests, you can see I've got loads of blackberries, a bunch of skyberries, and loads of raspberries. You can see they're getting filtered there instantly as they drop through. And this front one, I've got some blightberries. This side one here, I've got some stingberries, and then I've got some blueberries. And then this very far nearest, whatever, I've got the concentrated essence berries. These are all basically XP that I can now put into this tank. I can just grab this. That's why it's a bit nearer. That's why that extra thing bumps it along a little bit. I can grab a stack of concentrated essence berries and just eat them all there, and it'll fill up this tank until it's very, very full, which is great for enchanting things. So that's what I'm doing basically there. I'm leaving these there as storage because it's easier to store the XP in the raw essence berry format than it is in the liquid thing. There might be a way of converting it from these into this stuff automatically, which I'll look into at some point, but I don't think there's much point really, because it doesn't take long to stand here holding my right click button, does it? It's fine. There is, however, a bookshelf missing. I don't know how to craft more. After the update came for these bookcases and things, the crafting recipe for books doesn't seem to work anymore. If I type in book here, you can see bookshelf recipe here. Oh, it's back to working again now. That's strange. Maybe it was another update. All I could find was this one. That's weird. All I could find was the Natura version last time, but looks like it's come back again now. Maybe it will work again then. Oh, what the hell? What's that? What was that? npplanks.name. I want to find out what that was. Can I search plank in here? Is there anything cool there? It looks like lava. Where was it? Can't see it. Anyway, maybe that's not there. That was a weird thing. But anyway, I guess that will work now then. But never mind. That's cool. That'll come in the future. Let me put these things into here. I'm not going to sort them. I'm just going to throw them down. So I don't want those or those. They should drop into the holes. Oh, I missed one there. Just throw it on the floor. And then that sorted itself automatically. Of course, I did build this mess of chests before I worked out how to use the item tubes. Otherwise, I would have used them. But I'll use them in the future. Until then, though, we've got this really weird-looking thing here, which still looks quite cool. I'm quite pleased with that. I think it worked out pretty damn well. But that is more or less all of the changes. I feel like this has been long enough for a full episode, so I'm actually going to end this here for this episode, but I will record some more straight afterwards, so don't worry about it. I got a trophy here. This guy. Doesn't seem to do anything. He dropped from a magma cube. Don't know how to use him or anything like that. Some of them do make noises or spawn things. This one doesn't do anything. It's a bit of a disappointment, but cool that I got it anyway. It's on a little table here. It fits this whole corner quite nicely. I'm quite pleased with that. Last thing I will show you, I do have 11 wither skeleton skull heads. I've got them from farming the wither skeletons in the nether. So I've got loads of them, so we'll use that very soon. And I got an Isaac severed head, which I found in a chest in a village, along with all these other body parts. So that's a bit weird. I'm assuming from Binding of Isaac, but I don't know why he's in here, so I'm going to give that a go at some point when I make a new monster with Isaac head. And I do have lots of ghastly souls. So I've got 5. I need 4 for the thing I want. So if I look at this, the usage of this is to make an ender porter, of which I have no idea what it does. But I have realised that I need an amethyst for that. And the amethyst you can only get from a different dimension that I haven't been to yet. And that dimension you get to when you use these different things. Here, if I look at the usage for that, of making up the ancient staff pole, which you combine with 3 different versions of staff things to make the full ancient staff. You use that on something, and that will get you into the different dimensions. So I want to do that as soon as possible. The only thing stopping me, however, is that you need end stone, which I think you can actually craft. I think if you just put sandstone into this transposed, which I've got around the corner, fill it with some molten ender stuff, and it will make end stones. That's pretty damn good. But there is still one thing holding me back, which is the very tip of this needs a nether star. So, I do believe we need to kill the wither. So that is what we're going to do next episode. I'm going to hopefully make a titan. If you can see at the end of this, we can make big giant ass robots. And use them to destroy the wither. That's my goal. I'll do a little research in between episodes to see actually what they do or how to use them, whatever. But I think that's a good idea at least, and we can use that to actually kill a wither, because I can spawn one with all my heads. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be really tense and really kind of fun, hopefully. If it even works, who knows? This is a very weird mod pack. I don't know what I'm doing in it, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later.